Gary Green, one of the country's leading casino operators and marketers. Gary, really great to have you with us. When you're talking about a state that is more dependent on tourism than Alaska is on oil, how much damage has been done in this pandemic so far on the Strip?
Tremendous amount, and not just from the gaming standpoint, not just from play in casinos, but you touched on it exactly. Las Vegas is a destination resort. It's an entire package. So you've got casino gaming, you've got entertainment, you've got food and beverage, and you've got the hotel rooms. And it's a huge impact on all of this together. This is different than the rest of the casinos in the country. The United States has 973, 74, 75 casinos in it. But those casinos appeal to a locals market. It's people that go 4 or 5 times a month. Las Vegas, the average visitor comes once a year, stays 3 days, and is there for a convention. That's what the crowd's there for. And without those conventions taking place, without the vacations taking place, Las Vegas is hurting badly.
And what happens, Gary, when the lights turn back on? How will Vegas be structured in a way to adhere to these social distancing measures? Because you have built your career on the personal relationships that come along with casinos as well.
And those relationships are going to suffer. You know, the state of Nevada came out with their roadmap to recovery that is supposed to outline what we're supposed to do to reopen. But the actual guidelines that the Nevada Gaming Control Board came out with are actually financial guidelines. It's things that happen behind the scenes in the back of the house. There is no comprehensive plan except what individual operators and companies like mine that assist operators have come up with. So is there a universal that everything's going to be behind a plastic window? Will everyone wear gloves and masks? Will every other machine be shut down? There's no universal. It's going to differ by operator to operator, company to company, casino to casino. And it's all over the place. There is no standard yet in place. And even the early adopters that are saying we're going to open right away, their plan is not clear either. You know, today MGM Resorts, which owns most of the Las Vegas Strip, laid off 4 of their hotel presidents. So there's no plan yet for doing this. It's sort of, as we would say in the South, a wing and a prayer. We're just sort of hoping it works out.
And Gary, you, of course, played a very instrumental role marketing for the Trump organization. I want to get your opinion about what you think of the president's handling of this pandemic.
I think that unfortunately the president in this situation is in over his head. It's something that no one would have expected, and the preparation just wasn't there. There were some early warning signs, and those warning signs apparently weren't heeded. And you know, it's disastrous. It's from a political standpoint, it's absolutely a political disaster. But more importantly, from an economic standpoint, and even more importantly, in from a standpoint of the number of lives that have been lost and that have been disrupted, it has not been handled well.
All right, Gary Green, it's really great to have your input on our network. We really appreciate you being with us. Thanks for that.